Does sew-ins break natural hair? Heck yes. This is probably the most controversial and the one that I get the most flack for. So let's talk about it because y'all tried to beat me up last time, okay? Hi guys, I'm Reese Mint, natural hair educator, licensed cosmetologist, family stylist, your go-to. Y'all know me. Okay, look at me. But y'all know who I am. I am the guru coming back again to give you another natural hair video on protective styles, what are the myths, what needs to be debunked, and what's actually factual. Let's get into it. So let's talk about microlinks. Microlinks are probably the worst. It is the worst extensions that you can put in your hair and the most unprotective style. There is a slight and small bead. This bead is inserted onto the scalp and onto the root of the hair. Not all the way to the root of the hair, but pretty close, right? Now this bead, because it is metal and even the ones that are plastic, puts too much tension on the hair shaft. All of that tension and pulling and tugging on your hair shaft and at your roots causes bald spots, right? Do you want a bunch of small bald spots on the root? There's absolutely no reason for you to get microlinks. Do you hear me? None. Don't do it. Does sew-ins grow natural hair? Yes. Does sew-ins break natural hair? Heck yes. Okay, so let's talk about sew-ins. This is probably the most controversial and the one that I get the most flack for. So let's talk about it because y'all tried to beat me up last time, okay? I never listened, sis. I never said that sew-ins were bad in the point that they don't grow your hair. They do grow your hair. It's proven they grow your hair. I used to get sew-ins growing up and stuff like that. They do. Why are they growing your hair? They're growing your hair because your hair is not being manipulated. You're not putting stress on it. It's braided up and it's underneath something. So it's growing. However, you are breaking it off more than likely the same rate that you're growing it. You have that inch of new growth. You see it. You're pulling on your braids. You're tugging on it before you take it out so you know your hair is growing. But you're not doing good with your retention. With the sewing, the thread that they're using is the same thread that they sew, just like a sweater. They sew these things with. They're not using like a hair thread. They're being cheap with quality. That is going to cut your hair. When you get a sew-in, more likely they're not putting a leave-in conditioner or oil in your hair, so your hair is getting installed dry. Then they put this dry tape in your hair. You're tugging, you're brushing, you're pulling, you're maintaining, you're washing, you're doing whatever it is that you do with a sew-in. And guess what that's doing? Breaking your hair, slicing your strands. So yes, one more time, does a sew-in grow your hair? Yes. Does a sew-in help you keep your hair? No. And what did I say the point of a protective style was? To keep and maintain your hair. Sis, tape-ins do not thin nor damage your hair, right? Tape-ins is the most protective extension style that you can do. With tape-ins, it does not have a bead. It is a flat material on the tape itself and a very strong adhesive. The adhesive does not rip or come out of the hair or easily get taken out, right? With this style, the only way to get damage is if you have new growth and you're combing in between that hair. You have to make sure you get maintenance so that you close that gap where the hair is grown with your tape-ins. Gap, damage, no gap, no damage. You cannot, it's very hard to damage your hair with tape-ins. So if you have tape-ins, repeatedly getting it back to back and not staying on top of maintenance is where you get damage to come in. If you're staying on top of your maintenance, you will not get damage. If you are not getting it back to back, you will not get damage. If you have your tape-ins in, you keep it in for about 2 to 3 months at a time, you take about 2 to 3 months off, you come back and get it again, that is absolutely healthy and that is perfect health care for your hair. Like, it really all starts back. I told you, I always sound to self-love. When you get comfortable wearing your hair, it's going to be easier to grow. It's so much easier to grow your hair with bantu knots and twist out than it is to grow with box braids and stuff like that. And even when you are growing it with these styles, yeah, you're getting length, but your ends don't look like how someone's hair would be full and healthy if they were doing wash and goes and twists and bantu knots. You can have the same exact length, one is full and one is not as dense. Protective styles are best when you're not adding hair. Now, if you want volume and you want to add a little spruce into it, that's good. No one's saying don't do that. But even for the healthiest styles like tape and extensions, which to me is the healthiest extension style you can do, you don't want to overdo it. Like, you don't want to do it back to back every month and think that your hair is going to grow how you want it to grow. Let your hair breathe. If your hair can breathe, your scalp is healthy, you're getting that blood flow, you're going to get growth. Simple your life. Be simple. Now I know that y'all gonna have a little problem with everything that I said, because y'all always do. But again, this is a growing community. I would love to hear your feedback so that we can make corrections. You can tell me what you're used to doing, what is working for you, what might not be working for you, and let's hear what might not be working for other people. So let's get into the conversation. Let's make the comment section a good natural hair community. Let's all be polite. Watch your manners. Don't forget to share this video with a friend. Let's see what myths they might be partaking in as well and what we can bust. And let's get growing. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video.